Welcome to Cloud Infrastructure Services YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to show you how you can set up a DNS server solution on Windows Server 2019 running on Google Cloud Platform. So simply click the link in the description box to come to this marketplace listing for Google Cloud, and from here you want to create a new virtual machine. To create a virtual machine with this particular image, simply click on Launch. After that, you would be brought to this page from where you can customize your virtual machine. So give your virtual machine a deployment name and then choose the zone or region where you want to deploy your virtual machine. After that, scroll down and choose the machine type according to your requirements, and then choose the disk space according to your requirements as well. You can leave the network settings as default, and when satisfied, simply click on accept the agreement and then click on deploy. After this, you simply need to wait for the deployment process to complete. Now once the deployment process is done, the next step is to connect to our virtual machine using an RDP connection. For this, simply click on this little arrowhead right next to RDP and then click on set Windows password. Now provide a username for the administrator account for Windows Server. After that, simply hit set, and it is going to take a few moments, but it will display you your password for the administrator account for logging in into Windows Server 2019. After that, simply copy this password and store it somewhere safe. And then once that is done, simply close this dialog box. To connect to this virtual machine, simply click on this hamburger icon and then click on Compute Engine. Now in here, simply open up a remote desktop connection. And then for the IP address, simply copy this external IP address and paste it in front of this computer field. And then click on Show Options and type in the username that you have just created and hit Connect. Now it is going to ask you for the password, so paste in the password that you have just stored somewhere safe and then click on OK. And then it is going to show you this dialog box that you're trying to connect to a remote host. So click yes and then wait for the connection to be fully established. After that, you need to wait for the Windows Server to completely load. Now once the Windows Server 2019 has completely loaded, it is going to open up this server manager by itself. And to configure DNS, then simply click on Tools and then click on DNS. And from here you can configure your DNS. Now the very first step that we want to do is that we want to create a forward lookup zone. Now to do this, simply click on the name of your virtual machine, which is DNS Server, right over here, and then click on this little arrowhead icon and then right click on this forward lookup zones. And if this is grayed out, then click on refresh, again right click on forward lookup zones, and this option to create a new zone would be available. Now simply click on it and the new zone wizard would launch. So now in this wizard, simply click on next, and then I'm going to go with a primary zone. So click next and then type in the name of your zone. So I'm going to go with CIS.com, and after that simply click on next. And for the DNS file, I'm going to go with create a new file with this name and then click on next. Now if you're running an Active Directory, then you can go with allow only secure dynamic updates. But since I'm not running an Active Directory, I'm going to go with do not allow dynamic updates and then click on next. At the very end, it is going to show me the settings that I'm going with. Now to finish this wizard, or simply click on finish. And as you can see that our new zone has been created. We can also check it by simply clicking this little arrowhead icon right over here. Now to create a host or a new alias within this zone, simply right click on the name of this zone and then choose what you want to do, whether you want to create a new host, new alias, or a new mail exchanger. So I'm going to go with a new host. So type in the name of the host that you want to go with. So I want to create a host named as support. So my FQDN would be support.cis.com. and then you're going to pass in the IP address for this host. Once done, simply click on add host and you would be prompted that the host record support.cis.com was successfully created. And that also brings us to the end of this tutorial. Now if you have any queries regarding this tutorial, make sure to leave that query in the comment section down below and we will get to you as soon as possible. And make sure to check out the link in the description box for the step-by-step blog post guide on how to set up DNS server on Windows running on Google Cloud Platform. And also check out the link for the marketplace listing for Google Cloud Platform. And finally, if this video has helped you in any way, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel.